Welcome to video 14. This one's called Divides Evenly. And I'm not trying to kill you guys with the modulo stuff, but I was excited that after I had mentioned in the last one the idea that, hey, we keep getting these problems just with different dividends, why not make that a parameter so we can have divisible by 5, divisible by 100, all using the same logic. And sure enough, they made up a problem that does that, and that's a great development. So I would have skipped it if it were a normal one, but since it sort of addresses that idea, I thought that was really nice and worth mentioning. So you can see the examples again here. Feel free to do that math out to convince yourself that it's true and what they want. And we'll go to the coding section. You'll have your opportunity again to pause the video and try it for yourself. So I'm sure you know that modulo by now. We got to return A modulo B equals 0. That would give us the even divide. So now you got that nice divides evenly, meaningful name. They dropped the ball here with the parameters though. We should probably do dividend and divisor. A and B is awful. What's A and B? Is that the price of tea in China or what? You know, it's just, don't do that. So yeah, divides evenly, no remainder. I like that better. Good name. Now we could have, imagine we have a whole program here, not in each of these challenges we just have one method, but in a large program you have a bunch of methods. And now we could have refactored and replaced all those divide by 100, divides by 5, and replace them with this one method. And that would have been a great improvement in our program. So let's check it out, make sure I didn't make any boneheaded mistakes. And it looks good. So yeah, I know you got that modulo thing down now. Hopefully this kind of doubled as sort of motivation for refactoring your code. That is, reviewing it, modifying it, improving it, making it simpler while preserving the functionality, the correct functionality. One thing to say about, we kind of gloss over that there's these tests that verify the problem. There's nothing magic here, and the tests are only as good as the coverage that they do. So I don't write the tests for this website. You can see they have, seems like more than they usually do, but yeah, if there are cases that if the tests aren't written well, you can get false passes where you think your stuff's working correctly. So if you do get into test-driven development and you're writing tests for your code or other people's code, keep that in mind. The tests are great, but you want to make sure you get true tests, true coverage that really covers all the oddball cases and the things that can go wrong. You can imagine if we wrote just one or two tests and not very well, that could give a very false sense of confidence, and you may wonder why when you find a bug and you think to yourself, oh, I wrote a test and it passed, and well, that's not good enough. You have to be very thoughtful with your tests, and you don't want to duplicate and do a lot of coverage for the same concept. So there's an art to writing tests too. It's not what this video is about, but it's something to keep in mind. It's something we haven't been talking about. We just sort of glaze over. There's tests, and if they all get the green check marks, then it's automatically good. I just want you to be aware that that's technically not the case, but that's what we run with here for simplicity and not examining tests in detail. So actually, I mean, we could go look at them. So if you want to analyze them, you can. And thank you for watching. See you in the next video.